This your boy Peter Jericho, Prince Jericho, chilling with my girl ZanaP on Let's Talk Radio every Thursday from 8 to 10. Tune in. Westside.
WindyCityUnderground.com, your music, your station. What's up, y'all? It's your girl ZanaP checking in on the mic. It's about 8:17, and we got like an hour with you guys. I think we have to turn up. You know, when I hit the mic, I go crazy. So we had a special guest in the building. I never ever hit the mic alone. I'm always hitting the mic with somebody exclusive. I want to bring to the mic Peter Jericho, writer, singer, all that and above. You need to act because you know you look like you got your acting skills going on, but you good. What's
How you
up?
What's up? What's up? What's good with you?
Oh, nothing much. I am happy to have you in the studio when we finally I met you some time back, maybe about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I got to get this man in. We did some talking and I got you and I'm happy to have you here.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me here.
Yeah, I know my listeners are definitely happy to have you in. Hopefully your callers call in and we can get it popping.
Absolutely.
So I need to talk about this music because, of course, that's why we're here. But first, we're going to take it back. I want to know where you from and what you represent as far as where you from.
Absolutely. I was born in the United States of America. I'm a Chicago native, I could say, from the west side of the city. But I also have another side to me. My parents are from Cameroon, West Africa, where I lived as well for about 10 years sporadically. So I know all about that side of the world. And, you know, I've done some traveling growing up, so I consider myself somewhat a third culture kid. Because, you know, I have all these influences of different cultures. So it's really hard for me to just say I'm from a specific place because then you'll find out another side of me and be like, wait, that ain't West Side, or that ain't this, you know what I'm saying, or that ain't African. So, you know, it's usually a mouthful when I try to talk about where I'm from.
Yeah. So how did that when I'm trying to think of the word I'm trying to say, influence your whole music?
I mean,
because like you being from Chicago, born and raised, but you visit Cameroon. So going back, did that help your music become a different, or you wanted to add a different tone to your music? Did that have any influence at all?
I mean, it had all the influence in the world with everything, even besides music. You know what I'm saying? If you know, just the way I carry myself, it's had an influence. The way I talk, I speak another language. Yeah, and obviously it bled into my music, the message that I give, and somewhat my style, you know, clothing, everything, you know, has been influenced by what I've experienced in the world. So definitely my African side is a part of what I do. And if you listen or if you followed me long enough, those who have, they know that, yeah, I show everything. I don't hold nothing back.
Do you have any listeners in Cameroon at all?
Of course. I got a gang of listeners. I actually shot a video not too long ago in Haiti. And I took that back with me to Cameroon, I think last year. And it was playing on national TV and everything. So, you know, I got that nice little buzz, and it got put on a TV show in South Africa. And, you know, so a lot of people know of the song and the video more than they know of me. So, you know, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I'll take what comes with it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think it's a good thing, but at the same time, we just got to get back and just, won't you, you know, about performing there and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's easier said than done, you know, because, you know, they have their own market, and they're not just going to let anybody in, so you have to work at it, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm slowly building that side of music as well, so.
Okay, well, we're going to come right back and get more into all your business, because I like to get all into your business. I'm deep. You know, it's real deep. Now, right here on WindyCityUnderground.com, your music, your station. Hey, I'm really feeling that song, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Can you just sing to me when we get off mic? Just sing.
Yeah, I got you.
So, what inspired Black Excellence? Please tell me.
I mean, you know, the state of the country at the time when I was writing it, you know, there had been a lot of, you know, murders by officers and stuff that had happened. I think the Trayvon Martin one was the one that kind of sparked the idea of writing something positive, because I just noticed that we were starting to look like a negative group of people. I mean, they always try to paint us in that light, but you know, I wanted to make encouraging music at that period of time that could kind of encourage people to be like, hey, we are going through some tough times right now, but if we stand tall and, you know, rock together and act like we're excellent people, maybe they'll treat us a little different, or maybe they won't. Maybe we'll just be inspiring to the people that are around us, or the kids that are around us. And so, I just pretty much wanted to have a different focus. Like, instead of thinking about rioting, think about just bettering yourself and your community.
So should we expect a video for Black
I mean,
there's a video?
Yeah, beautiful
I'm
video.
going to have to check that video. I
Absolutely.
know it's beautiful. I know it's beautiful women in there too as well, I'm sure. Definitely. So it has a cover. What inspired the cover? Is it just the whole thing of what you just explained, or?
Yeah, the cover for West Side Story, it's practically
the whole project, right?
Yeah, it's the whole project that Black Excellence is featured on, and it's really telling the story of the West Side. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the project has a lot of my different experiences that I went through on the West Side of Chicago, and how I try to turn it into a positive thing. Because every time people think of the West Side, they think of the bad things that happen, like in the South Side, or, you know what I'm saying? And,
North Side too now.
And North Side, the pole, you know what I'm saying? So
definitely happening.
yeah, so I wanted to paint a positive light, you know what I'm saying? Somebody who lived there and experienced some things there, show that, we can be different. I can be somebody who probably come out there selling drugs, or I didn't have to hoop or whatever. I could have just been somebody that went to college, or, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to be that type of inspiration, you know what I'm saying? So I think the kids need that.
Right. So being such a, putting out a lot of, so do you put out a lot of inspirational music? Is that what you try to do? Are you more like a conscious?
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I feel like I'm a songwriter first. So I write about whatever, emotion that I'm going through at the time. So if I felt like this needed to be heard, then I'll write about that. If I feel like I want to make some party music, I'll do that. If I want to make some African music, I'll do that. And people have appreciated, my versatility in that sense. And I'm just waiting to be heard and exposed enough, and people can get the message. So it's a gang of different stuff. You know what I'm saying? Inspirational, party. I'll write some turn up stuff. You know what I'm saying? So.
Real quick, like you said, it's all about how you're feeling. So, being about how you're feeling, is there something that you can tell our youth? Is writing your scapegoat? Is that what makes you, get back into the person that you really are, instead of, how you said basketball or doing something else? Is that what makes you
tick?
Yeah, that's your fix.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I hoop a little bit too, so it's a blend of everything. But I think writing is an escape. Some people do different things. Some people do drugs and stuff like that, and that's not a route that I want to go. If I need to let out energy, I put it through music. And so, I used to write a lot, and then I started recording a lot, because I had a setup enough where I could do that type of stuff, write on the spot, or just speak out my mind. So so writing is that for me.
So writing and music, was that your vision at a young age, or did it just kind of come later on? What was your vision at a young age, and how did music just merge into that?
Yeah, so my parents met in the choir.
Okay.
And so I've been surrounded by music like practically my whole life. Like, I think the first time that I knew I could actually sing somewhat is around age 4, when I was able to hold a note when my parents harmonizing off of me. So
wow.
They always recall that memory, that, man, you were so young and you were able to hold a note while we were singing a bedtime story or whatever to you. And from then on, I sang in different choirs, and I was a lead tenor in high school, and I went on to just trying to discover what I could do with music, because I graduated high school in Cameroon, and it was so much of a dream to be able to become something here in the United States. Even though I was born here and I knew that I had the opportunity to come here, I didn't really see myself, especially surrounded by all these African kids, as somebody that could develop into a superstar, or a dope writer, or somebody that can place songs on movies or commercials. And these are some of the things that I've accomplished, and I'm proud of it, you know what I'm saying? So so my vision necessarily wasn't becoming a dope songwriter, but I knew that my future could have music in it.
So do you see yourself writing for others, or have you written for others? Is that something you could just say? Yeah,
I've done some writing for others, you know what I'm saying? With the R&B world, it's not necessarily ghostwriting, like, like how I was asking. Like how Drake and them be going through it. it's just people get songs written for them, right?
Right.
Stevie wrote for Michael Jackson, you know, Quincy and them, they all put projects together for Michael. Beyonce gets songs written for her all the time. Usher, they all, have a collaborative effort in the studios to put music together. So definitely would love. I mean, that's what I want my future to be.
So mostly writing.
I mean, that's where the money is.
I mean,
you know what I'm
it
saying?
is.
The
It
money is
definitely
in
is.
publishing. So if you can have a lot more longevity in that, because I'm gonna get old.
So who would, if you could write for anybody right now, who would that be?
I mean, there's a gang of artists.
know.
I would love to write with as opposed to for. Yeah,
Okay.
I like to write with Usher.
All right.
Chris Brown is real dope, I think, personally.
I think y'all would make a good hit. Just listening to Black Excellence, I think you and Chris Brown would make a dope hit together.
It'll be dope to write with Kels. You know what I'm saying? Because,
We're going to have to get you writing with Kels, man. Kels, you got to work with the Chicago artists, man.
I know, right?
We definitely going to, we going to get this video to Kels, man.
I mean, Neo, The Dream,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Those are people that, I can learn stuff from. And
right.
Maybe they can pinch off a little bit of my, African stuff.
All right, cool. All right, y'all. We're gonna take another break and we're gonna get more. Come back with more of this interview, man. Y'all keep it locked right here on WindyCityUnderground.com. Your music, your station. So, guys, let's get into what do Peter do on his off day? Like when you're not doing music, what does Peter do? You ride a bike, you jog,
hustling. Yeah, man. Not that type of hustling, but you know what I'm saying. Everything I do is legal.
Right.
But you got to make money. You got to pay bills. You got to find out what you can do in a big city to kind of bring some revenue in. And I do the necessary.
Okay.
I don't have to break down the specifics in that, but I do what I got to do to maintain in Chicago.
Any other random hobbies? Like you did say you play ball.
Yeah, I play ball, from time to time. I injured myself recently, so I had to take a little break. The doctor told me to take a break. But, I do that. I spend a lot of time with family. That's what Africans do. You know what I'm saying? So, definitely spend time with
you African
family.
Food?
Of course.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, you got to let me know
what eat African food. I eat it.
No, I do everything. You got to tell me what the Ghanaian restaurants are so I can try some stuff out. I think I've been to one before.
You new to the city, though. You don't live in Chicago?
I just moved back in the summer from I was in Boston.
Okay.
Yeah, so
you definitely trying to just get your feet wet in the city again.
Yeah. And I brought this project back with me too. So with a video and everything, just to kind of let people know, like, hey, I'm still part of this.
I'm still a part of it. So we're definitely going to do what we can here on Let's Talk to get it out as much as possible. And I put that on my name, but I'm going to try to get it out as much as possible.
Lovely.
Especially we got to get some more soul music, some inspiration music, all that and above out here. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely got your back on that. So let's get into collaborating. Who would you love to collaborate? I know we talked about writing. I'm talking about getting on a song with right now, today, if you can do it.
Worldwide or in just the city?
All right, let's start in the city.
In the city. I mean, I don't even know if he's in the city anymore, but I got some ties to his camp, so I would love to work with Jeremiah. Yeah, I feel like he's really dope. Shout out to Terrell Taylor, his cousin, and, road manager guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that I would love to work with, but they'll have to kind of dumb it down a little bit. Not dumb it down, but tone it down.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I like Dirk. I like what Dirk's doing. I can't be all on some, gun stuff. I mean, I've seen all of that, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't necessarily want to associate myself with that. But I've noticed that, he's growing up as well.
Yeah.
So, he got shorties. So,
if he and stuff now.
Yeah, if you want to do a little,
let's call it harmonizing.
Yeah, if you want to do a little, song for the ladies, I definitely love to jump on something like that. And, there's a lot of people in the city that
outside of Chicago, who could it be?
I mean, man, outside of Chicago. I mean, it's still in Chicago, I love Common. So I would definitely love to do something with Common.
Dope.
And then everybody that follows that route, you know what I'm saying? The Kendrick Lamar's.
Yes.
I mean, I wouldn't mind working with Drake, which was something that could have happened in the past, because I'm real cool with his people at the time,
right,
too.
So it can still happen now.
I mean, of course.
Yes,
Absolutely, man. Shout out to Noah and all of them. I mean, there's a lot of artists, you know, like working with writing. I would also like to be on the track with people like the Ushers and the Beyoncés.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Beyonce will make a dope hit, man.
Yeah. If we did, you know, some African influence stuff
definitely
too.
Hit, man. I can definitely hit be on the track with you. That'll be dope.
Tapped into that, you know.
Definitely.
They're the Akons, the Wale's, you know, the Miguel's. You know, I would definitely love to collaborate with people like that. So I guess you kind of get my vibe. Where I would go.
You haven't really said nobody but Dirk in the rap sense, because Dirk kind of flipped over to kind of harmonize.
Yeah.
So actually, you know what would be dope too if you and Future was to do something as crazy as it sound. I think it'll be dope.
Yeah. I mean,
the
Future
type of
rapping.
voice you got, then Future come in with that whole spiel, and it's always good to bring some type of African or Jamaican into music, you know. So it makes you want to dance.
Yeah,
almost.
absolutely.
So do you think your music, a lot of your music, your beats are more like of an African beat, or?
I mean, like I have that other side, right? To where, you know, I just go crazy with the African stuff. You know, I actually have an African show coming up on Saturday.
Okay, you tell. Where is that? What's the location? When people come out?
I mean, it's a weird little situation because it's kind of small and they taxing like crazy, and I'm not really the one putting it together like that.
Okay.
So I don't want to send people off.
Okay.
You know, you get to the door and they tell you $40. You're like,
$40.
What are you finna see? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just I'm trying to get acquainted with that community as well. So it's something I'm testing out.
Okay.
You know, with the Cameroonian community.
Really? Well, you got to take it to Cameroon. You got to take it to the Ghanaians. You got to take it to the Nigerians. You got to take it all around.
Definitely Nigerians.
Nigerians.
Yeah, I know a few DJs in that circle too. That we got to talk soon.
So see, you just getting your feet wet. I'm happy
Everywhere.
I got you on Let's Talk, man. I got you new. So when you get up there, when you want to be, I'm like, hey, you remember? Hey, remember me? Can I get in your show for free? Can I get a couple of tickets, man?
Right.
All right, y'all. We're gonna take a break and come right back on WindyCityUnderground.com. Your music, your station. Your music, your station. What up, y'all? It's your girl ZanaP checking back in on the mic. Of course, like I always say, I'm never checking in alone. I am in the studio with Peter Jericho. What's up, songwriter, singer, all of the above, man. Nothing much. Once again, I am definitely, and I'm always gonna say it, excited to have you in the studio. Have you here with the Let's Talk family. We're gonna make it happen. All right, so what you got coming up? You got anything good and great coming up soon?
Yeah, so I know I'm involved in a holiday show on December 10th with Harold Green.
Okay.
The last one we had was Jilgin. It's Flowers for the Living. And it's pretty much what we do is we just take songs that are popular, you know, in the country and kind of do a rendition of it with and blend it with some spoken word from Harold Green. And the last one was packed, like it was barely standing room, so it's definitely something to check out. You know, it's at the Promontory in Hyde Park, and so that's what I got coming up on the 10th.
Okay.
So if you want to see me live or see me rock the stage, definitely make it out. It's gonna be dope.
That's good. Well, let's get into the West Side Story. How many songs is on that actual project?
I got 9 songs on there.
9 songs.
Yeah, and I chose 9 for some
I was about to ask
reason.
You why 9?
Because Michael Jackson had 9 on the Thriller project or something. You know what I'm saying? Something awkward like that. And I'm like, hey, it'll pass. You know, I don't want to give people too much. You know, so I have room to give more on that same topic if need be. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to bombard people with 30 songs and stuff.
All right, so you gave me Champion. You gave me Black. Excellence. You gave me Fifi of the year, and I'm not gonna name the last one because we haven't played it yet. Okay. But out of all those and the ones that's on West Side Story, right now, if you can tell somebody to go listen, what song would you pick and why?
I tell them go listen to Cognac and Cigars.
Cognac and Cigars.
Yeah, it's a grown up song. All right. You know what I'm saying? And it's a good record because, you know, it shows a sexy side of me, you know, that a lot of people would always want to hear. You know, everybody doesn't always want to hear a conscious song all the time, and sometimes you want to just chill with your girl, you know, Netflix and chill, you know what I'm saying, and put on some soothing music on the back, you know, when the episode is switching from one to the next. So it's definitely a good song. I showcase vocal ability on there as well, And you know, it's slow and relaxing, and it got some hood to it as well.
Got some little hood to it.
Absolutely.
Alright.
Yeah.
What's the name of it again?
Cognac and Cigars.
Cognac and Cigars. Not here to seeing you. It's Cognac and Cigars, okay?
Yeah.
That's some grown stuff. Yeah. Alright, y'all. Well, look. Before we gonna play some music and we're gonna come right back, okay?
Okay.
Alright, cool. We're gonna come right back on WindyCityUnderground.com. Your music, your station. Yes. Moments of honesty. Black excellence is the business. Alright, y'all. You know who it is. It's your girl ZanaP, and I am in the studio with Peter Jericho. Yeah. See how I say it? Yeah. Alright, so look. We've been in the studio acting up, y'all. So he gonna get on the mic and try to beat me up, but it's good. It's good. Alright, so please give your social media, and also I like to give the mic to the artist, and I want you to, get familiar with the audience that's listening, and I want you to tell them something from the bottom of your heart, whatever it is. I don't know what it is.
Right.
You give them what you think you feel they need to know, and then we're gonna get back into one of your songs and we're gonna close it out.
Okay, cool. Social media, Prince Jericho on Instagram and Twitter. Peter Jericho Music is my Facebook page, and if you want to get a little bit more personal with me, Peter Jericho, and it's the same with SoundCloud and any other musical outlets like iTunes. You put in Peter Jericho, I should pop up. YouTube, same thing. And to the fans and stuff out there, the audience I'm trying to get acquainted to. I cut a project called West Side Story, and I felt like it was a project that needed to be heard by an audience, whatever audience it is. And it's a real positive message for, everybody, but specifically people of my skin color, to just let them know that, hey, we don't have to, tap into any type of negative vibes. We can be positive people. We can walk hand in hand with every race and spew out positivity at all times. And that's what Black Excellence was about, which was one of the singles I put out, and it has a video. I want you to go check it out on YouTube. I just want everybody to be positive, listen to some good music. I produce some good music. Check me out, fall in love with it. Hit me up and let's talk. So, yeah.
Music, definitely, I need some more. Like I say, I don't know, it talked to my soul, so I don't know how to speak it and say anything else, but so I want to call it soul music from what I heard. So definitely thank you and keep working. I'm rooting for you. Like I say, my whole team rocking with you in the building. Shout out to Marucci.
Appreciate y'all.
Shout out to Raw, man.
It's been good vibes in here too.
Thank you, man.